go for the permissions, and we can give some
Profiles.
permissions to develop new people.
Okay. So in
And
early days, we have learned about Salesforce, like how it works as a software as a services, platform as a services, infrastructure as a services. Okay, so Salesforce is providing few ready-made applications like Sales Cloud, Service Cloud, etc., etc. And same way, they are providing some ready-made objects to store the data. So coming to Salesforce language, object in the sense nothing but table, field in the sense nothing but column, record in the sense these rows. Okay, so in coming to Salesforce is one of the part of cloud services. Apart from Salesforce, we have a few more vendors in the market like Amazon, Google, Microsoft, IBM, Oracle, etc., etc. So in this, we have three classifications of Salesforce, right? So one is software as a services
yeah.
and platform as a services. So how Salesforce will work as a software as services? Okay,
Reading the application.
I'm sorry, you were telling
Nothing.
something.
Nothing.
Okay, how it works as a platform as a services? Okay, so as we discussed, Salesforce is providing few ready-made applications. So within the in Salesforce itself, we can work on programming languages and technologies as we have force.com IDE page that we can see in soon. Okay, so everything will be getting by rental basis in Salesforce. So that is the reason compared with other CRMs, Salesforce is number one in the market now. So, coming to the fundamentals, we know how to create the username and password for Salesforce user, etc., etc. And you have minimum knowledge about admin part, how we can create objects, how we can create fields, relationships, etc., etc. So now we'll just learn. We are going to learn about what is the configuration, what is the declarative, and what is the non-declarative, etc., etc. So in real-time scenarios, we'll be having terminologies like configuration and customization or declarative or non-declarative, etc. But they won't use the terminologies like admin and development. Okay, declarative in the sense whichever you are working on by using coding, those things will not comes under declarative. So
Okay.
without using coding, if you are working in the project, that will be considered declarative. If you are using single line of code also, that will be considered as a non-declarative. Same thing, if you are not using any coding in your project, that will be considered as configuration. And if you are using the coding and then only project is working, then those things will be considered as
Custom.
customization. So can you give me one example of configuration in admin without using the code? Work has to be done. So, can you give me one example for configuration?
Flows.
Flows, very good.
Um,
Flows,
Permissions.
workflow rules. No,
Rules.
but not permission set. Flows, workflow rules, and process builder, approval
Builder.
process.
Okay.
All these things will come under configuration because there few criteria is will be working and a few logics will be working behind the that particular rules. But we are not using any coding. Okay, so that's how we can decide and we'll work on the configuration and customization. Okay, so in today's class we can discuss where we need to work as a developer, where we need to work as a admin. Okay, so in general terms, How Salesforce project will work? So answer is in front of your system. Can you please read this?
We focus on administrators initially, then data management to
Yes,
get the data
yes,
from
yes.
the
There
client.
you are. There you are. See, first thing, whenever one project is coming to the in organization, first thing what we have to do, straight away developer will entering into the project. No, right.
Mhm.
First thing, we should build Salesforce project, like to create the application. And next, what are the steps we can follow?
To get the data from the client, we have to we want requirements. What requirements that the client wants.
Okay. Data management. What requirement clients wants, and get the data from the client side, and we can upload the data. So to upload the data, we should have objects, fields. Once we create the fields, again we can decide how to import the data through data loader or data import wizard, etc., etc. Again, we should create users, and for those users, we should create profiles, permission set, OWD, email template, etc., etc. And we'll work on security modules also. So all these things like automation will do it, validation will do it, process setup, taking approvals, simple integration like outbound messages in workflow rule. Once you have done all these things, will it be complete or not for your project? Once you've done all these things, 60 to 95% of your work will be done. Because we are not sure in Salesforce only admin has to work or only developer has to work. We can't decide based on the project. Mostly we'll be working on admin, or else we will be working on development part. There are few projects in the organization like you may work only 100 lines of works in the entire project, or else you may work 10,000 lines of coding. Depends on the project. So admin plus development has to be both the roles should be involved in the project. Then only that particular project will be running successfully in the organization. So till here you understood, right?
Mhm.
So once you have done all these things, then only developer work will get start. So now we can see how developer work will get start. So generally in the market, if you have development skills, you'll be getting 80 to 85% job offers. And in case if you have only admin knowledge, then you'll be getting the chances of only 15 to 20%. And same way, uh, market price also will be different for developers. So this is last year, till last year they were paying like this: for admin per hour $50 to $70, and developer $70 to $110 per hour. Like
It's
this market is there till last year. It may get differ now. So same way, if you have development knowledge, if you go outside, you'll be getting as a admin, you'll be getting 20 to 30% hike. If you know the development skills, then it'll be like 50 to 100% hike. So now we can see ideal ways to learn development. Okay, we can learn like basics of programming. So if you don't have any background coding background, also no issues, because in Salesforce we have different programming language. So we can call as Apex. So we can start from zero coding. Okay. So earlier, if you don't have any coding background, also you need not to worry. We'll start from basics and limited OOPS concepts and codes Java concepts, basics of Salesforce programming, intermediate level of Salesforce programming, advanced level of Salesforce programming, and projects on Salesforce by programming skills. All these things we are going to learn in Salesforce development in our program. Okay.
Okay.
So now we can just see how to decide where we have to work. Like we'll discuss a few scenarios, and in that scenarios, by using your knowledge, just think where we have to work. Either in admin stuff we need to work, or in development work we should work. Okay. Send email when record is modified. If this is the scenario, a client is not asking you to do admin part or development part, etc., etc. They won't ask you to do something in admin or do something in development. You have to decide what you should do in project. Depends on the scenario. So if this is the case, send email when record is modified, then how can you decide where you have to work, like in admin part or development part?
Admin part. Admin part.
How?
Uh, we can modify. It's a modifying, right? And then we can create. Admins can recreate the records. They can update the records. They can
Um,
see
no, no,
who is having
you
access.
are not getting my question exactly. I'm asking simply I'm asking, send email when record is modified. So if this is the scenario, how can you decide where
It's
you have to work? Either it's a customization or configuration. You said configuration. Okay, if it is configuration, how it works? This is what you have to decide as a developer.
Send email when record is modified. We can set the time or 1 day or 1 week or anything like that.
Your answer is correct, but I am asking. So in configuration, what is the way to do it in configuration mode? Okay, coming to normal language, you said we can do it in admin, right? So how can we do it in admin?
If we have access with those records, then we can see if it's modified or not. Then we can
Okay,
set up the reminder or anything like that.
okay, okay. 1 minute only. Here, there are two scenarios. Oh, sorry,
Okay.
two actions has to be done. One
Hmm.
is record has to be modified. Once
Okay.
record has modified, then user has to get the email. That means two actions are running, right?
Okay.
But manually you're doing only one. You are modifying
Mm-hmm.
the record by manually. But sending email automatically it automatically is getting it, right? So
Okay.
how
Okay.
can you do it in configuration?
We can do email.
Yeah, we can do email. That's what I'm asking. We can do email. How will you do that?
We can set up that one.
Got it?
Workflow update.
I
Yes.
was expecting this answer actually.
Sorry.
Because not only myself, in the market itself people will expect like this, because admin in the sense you'll be having lot of admin stuff. So not only workflow rule, you can do it by process builder, you can do it by flows also, you can do it, right? So in that you have to choose particularly one way. So
Oh,
that's what I was expecting actually. So by using workflow rule we can do mail update.
okay.
Got it? Okay. So send email when record is deleted. So if this is the scenario, then how will you do it in configuration or customization? Which one will it be happen?
Configuration.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Okay.
Delete update.
How will you do it in configuration?
If anything is in a timely limited records is there, then we can do that configuration. Control. This is the
Okay,
one.
so you mean to say that same thing will be apply for second one as also.
Mm-hmm.
That's what you are saying, right?
Yes.
But coming to workflow rule or process builder or anything in configuration, you can decide the criteria. But whenever you are creating, whenever you are editing, but there is no option in configuration. Whenever is deleting, user has to get the email alert. There is no option in configuration like that. We can create or we can edit in configuration. So that is the reason these kind of scenarios will take the help of developer. So it will not comes under configuration, it will be customization.
Storage. Okay.
Okay. In customization, we can use trigger. Okay. So just connect to the Salesforce to Java team and pass data automatically. So this is the criteria they are saying. Just basic communication is enough. That's what they're saying. They're not asking entire integration part. They're just asking only basic information, basic communication like first name, last name in the object or owner name, etc., etc. So now, can we do it by configuration or customization?
Customization, sir?
Okay. If it is customization, how they'll do it?
I can get the data from
Okay. If it is customization, how they'll do it? See here, basic communication they're asking. That means Java team is asking, expecting the data from Salesforce. That to basic information.
okay.
Where can we use this in customization? Okay, leave this questionnaire. What are the actions can we can do it by workflow rule?
Workflow rule update,
Which update?
create
Which update?
object creation or object update.
Madam, by using workflow rule, we cannot create object. Okay,
Okay.
this has to be remember every time. By using workflow rule, we can do four actions. One is field update, field update, email
Okay.
alert.
Email.
We can create task, and next third one outbound messages. In outbound messages, we can send the particular data which are they required through by using workflow rule. Okay, you just go through with workflow rule videos, and there you can see outbound message how it will works. So we can pass the data to Java team from Salesforce, but we are not using any coding in this. So that's the reason we are going with in customization or configuration. That be configuration. Okay. So next one, connect Salesforce top Java with two-step authentication mechanism of OAuth and advanced integration. So here, how can we do that? A customization or configuration?
Hello.
Yeah. So fourth one, there is a question in front of your screen. Connect Salesforce to Java with two-step authentication. Authentication mechanism of WAUth and advanced integration. For example, it's giving a movie ticket booking site. So once you want to book any movie ticket, it will be ask you username and password. That means we can call this one as WAUth mechanism. So if this is the scenario, how can we do it? Customization or configuration? Simple logic. If you are unable doing it in admin part, then we'll go with developer. That's it. Can we do it in admin?
Yes, we can do it, sir.
In admin part, how can we do it?
Um, it's a verification mechanism. It's integration. We can
By
tap
by using this word itself, you can understand we can't do it anything in admin. Okay,
integration. Okay.
okay, we can't do it anything in
Admin part.
admin part. So we should take the help of developer. That means is it configuration or customization?
Customization.
Yes.
All four are wrong.
What happened, madam?
No, no, all four questions are wrong.
No issues. So see, that's the reason we are not starting development part. Oh, what is a variable? What is string? What is integer? We are not starting like that, right? So that is it. First we should decide where we have to work. Then only you can understand which part of work you have to do it. So that is the reason. First, I'll go with like this. Not only for
Okay.
you, everyone will do the same. No issues. Okay.
No, 1 month gap is too much for me, I think.
Okay. No issues. Okay, just go through this questionnaire. You want to send email to manager and keep vendors in CC.
Okay. That's it.
Keep
Easy.
vendors in CC when deal amount is more than 20k USD. That means it will be comes under like sales cloud scenario. So whichever cloud it is, if you want to send a mail, if it is more than 20k USD, that means how can we do it this scenario? Customization or configuration?
We want to send email to manager, keep vendors and CC when the deal amount
Okay,
is
I'll give you a small clue for you. In first question, what you have done? Send email
send
when record is modified.
file.
Okay, that is the configuration. But here what they're asking,
Send email to manager and keep the vendors in CC when the deal amount is more than 20K.
I gave the clue also. Now you should tell the answer.
Configuration file?
I'm sorry.
Configuration?
Yes, configuration. How can we do it?
Uh, we can keep the. We did in the configuration. We can do. We did something like this. I think.
We can do it by workflow rule and process build also we can do it.
Okay. We can mention it when the amount is more than 10,000 or
Yeah, we can give
20,000.
the criteria. Once it is satisfied, then it will work.
Yeah.
If you want to send email to manager and keep vendors in CC and partners in BCC when deal amount is more than 20k USD. So same scenario. Here they were asking to keep CC vendors and
Only.
here they're asking to keep BCC for partners for same scenario. For this scenario, we have done with workflow rule. So is it possible to doing same thing in this scenario?
I think yes.
Very good. So you mean to say that we can do
We
it?
can go with the end rule or something like that. We can give the
Yeah.
end condition.
Okay, okay. So here in workflow rule or process builder, we don't have BCC option. We can
Okay.
have only CC.
Printer in BCC.
I'm sorry.
No, no, no. Partner in BCC. I'm okay.
So we can send a email to user or partner. That's it. We don't have vendor and partner in CC and BCC.
Mm-hmm.
So if you want to do this kind of scenario, you should go with only customization,
Customization.
not
Okay.
configuration.
Okay.
Okay.
What is the BCC meaning?
Okay. Let me show it here. So here
Oh, CC and
CC
BCC.
and
Okay.
BCC are getting it right. CC means nothing but carbon copy.
Copy,
BCC in
copy.
the sense, I don't know exact terminology. See here, CC means two mains. Okay, in mailbox, in two we can give the person email. I mean exact immediate reply who has to get it. For them, we can make it into right.
Mm-hmm.
For example, now I want to send mail to you and you have to respond properly, and I want to just showcase this and I have done this work to my employee. So in CC I'll keep my tech lead, and BCC I'll keep my manager.
Oh, okay.
So here, who is the first one has to respond? Immediate employee.
CC.
Okay, so in CC and BCC not that much of important. So CC at least they can they'll look into it, and BCC for namesake they can get the email. That's it.
No.
Got it?
Yeah, got it.
Okay. So now again I'll come back to our questionnaire. When country value is India,
Mm-hmm.
then show next field like state and city. If when it is not in India, I mean when it's not India, then about two fields and show one new text field named like complete address.
Without reading.
So if it is India, if it is country value is India, then fields has to show like state and city. In case if it is not India, instead of two fields, we should get only one field without hitting save button. Is it possible?
It's not in here. I'm about to fields and show one new text field. Name complete address. That it is
Okay,
here.
let me clarify again. See, one user, you want to update one user information, and that user belongs to India. So if you
Mm-hmm.
want to update his information, when you click on country name as India, then immediate fields has to show like state and city. In case if it is not India, instead of state and city will not show it, directly complete address will come. Can we do it? That too, it has to be what client requirement is. It has to be doing it without hitting the save button.
Then we have to go for the configuration, the customization.
Yes, exactly. We have to do it by customization. For this, we need to write coding. Without doing coding, it's not possible.
If condition or anything like
What?
that. Customization.
Same scenario in different manner. Can we do
Okay.
this after all saving the record? So first scenario, before saving the record itself, they're asking. But here, same scenario, they're asking after completing this, after click on the saving button, it has to work. It can, will it be work?
I don't think so, sir. It's not works.
It will be work in record types.
Oh,
So what we can do is we can make two record types. One is for India, and we can add page layout for in India user, and we can make it another page layout, and we can add that particular profile. So by using record types, we can do it. So it will be comes under customization. Sorry, not customization, configuration. I'm sorry.
configuration. FI.
Okay, junior person raised approval request by checking the data and business condition. Manager rejects the approval by making login into Salesforce. So now this scenario, where can we do it? In configuration or customization?
Configuration.
Okay, if it is configuration, where can we do it? Answer is there in front of your screen.
Approval rules.
Approval process.
Approval
See, in
process.
approval process, we can decide who is the immediate supervisor, and he'll be having rights to reject or accept. Okay, so I think my kind suggestion is you'll have to look into admin part at least 2 or 3 days.
Yes.
Because next 1 week I can teach only basics of a development part. I'm not directly getting into the development part. So how we can write in the class, how we can writing the triggers, we're not doing it. So next 1 week I'll do it only fundamentals.
Okay.
Okay, so you can go through with admin part videos once again.
Sure.
So junior person raise the approval request by checking the data and business condition, automatically reject the approval. So here making login to Salesforce, then only he rejected. That is for approval process configuration. And here he didn't even logged in Salesforce. Rightly it got rejected. So how it will be happen?
Customization.
By coding it will be happen. Okay. So hope now you understood. You have little bit knowledge and where we have to work as an admin and where we have to work as a developer,
Okay.
right?
Yes.
So in real-time projects, whenever admins are get stuck, then developers will come into the picture. So whatever develop admin not able to doing the work, in those things developer will work. By learning just admin, making this harder for career. So if you know the development part and admin part, then it will be like a cakewalk for you. So you'll not be finding any difficulties in the market while doing the job also. You'll do it very confidently. And currently in the market, why admin jobs are very less in the sense, for example, just think there is a project and they'll call companies for bidding. I mean, these people having project and who can do it for less price. So that may, if that is the case, all companies will go for bidding. And when three companies are giving bidding, to whom project will be give to work on it? Just think TCS, IBM. Wipro. Okay, to get one project, these three people giving bidding. So now in these three, if they want to get a project, what could be the first reason?
They have to quote less price.
Yes, they have to give less price. So then only they'll be getting project. So if they want to give less price, what they have to do?
They
Again,
want to cut the
yes, again they'll go for cost cutting.
yes.
So what people are thinking is instead of giving salaries per admin separately and development separately, then if they hire person who knows development and admin part, then their work will be getting easy.
Yes.
So this is the reason why admin jobs are very less in the market. Okay,
Mm.
so
Okay.
from tomorrow we can start doing the development part basics, like what is variable, how we can store the variable, what is the type, what is the data type, I mean which kind of data we can store, which kind of data we can use it in development part, etc, etc. So I have a small doubt. So this is the Salesforce environment, right?
Mm-hmm.
So where we can work on admin part in this environment?
We can use developer console or regular console also. We can
Yeah,
both.
entire this thing we can use for the admin part. For development part, if you click on
Yeah,
user, you can get
developer
this
console.
developer console. Then
We can have both.
here we can work for development part. Got it?
Yes.
Okay. So first thing, how developer roles will work in the market. For example, okay. So can you tell me here what is the X value and what is the Y value?
What is the X value? What is the Y value? X minus Y equal to 1. X plus Y equal to 5. X minus Y equals to 1.
So here we are not giving values directly.
Mm-hmm.
So there will be a logic behind this. So this kind of logics we can use it in development part. So here, right, they should get answer like 5
Mm-hmm.
by using values. So which kind of values we can use?
4 plus 1.
Yeah, 4 plus 1 also it will work.
5. 3 plus 2.
3 plus 2 it will works. 1 plus 4 also it will works. Okay, and I'm not saying two values should be the same, it may get differ. So it may be 10 minus 9, then answer will be satisfied. 7 8 minus 7 answer will get satisfied, and 100 minus 19 answer will get satisfied,
Yes.
right? So these
Yes.
kind of logics we can write in the development.
Okay.
Okay, so we
Okay.
can do it from tomorrow, how we can use this plus, or even we can learn where we can use this plus, where you can use this minus, where you can use this colon. Even this colon also will get matters in the development part. If we are not using this colon also, it may get throw error.
Okay.
Okay, so any doubts for today's session?
No, sir.
So
Sir, can
my
you send me the all the videos, whatever we missed?
okay, I'll share it to you today.
Yeah, with the links or
Yeah,
anything like that.
please message me once after completion of this call. I'll send you
Mhm.
before evening.
Sure, sir.
Yeah. Can we wind up for the day?
Yeah, sure, sir.
Yeah. Bye.
Thank you.